Hello grade 5. After finishing our lesson about food and its nutrients, it's time to recognize the system related to this lesson, which is the digestive system. First, we have to know the definition and parts of the digestive system. The digestive system transforms the food we eat into simple substances by a process called digestion. The digestive system is made up of many organs that are classified into two groups as shown below. These groups are the digestive tube. What is the digestive tube? It is where the food passes to be digested. And the digestive glands. They are organs that secrete digestive juice to help in digestion. Now, what are the organs of the digestive system? First organ is mouth, where salivary glands are found. Then pharynx, esophagus, stomach, where gastric glands are found, liver, gallbladder, pancreas, small intestine, where intestine glands are found, and large intestine, and it ended with anus. Process of digestion. First, we have to explore the digestive tube. It is the path where the food passes inside the body to be digested. Organs of the digestive tube are mouth, esophagus, stomach, intestine, which is of two parts, small intestine and large intestine, and finally the anus. Inside the digestive tract, there are two types of digestion. The first one is called mechanical digestion, where food is broken down inside the mouth by chewing and inside the stomach by churning. Second type is chemical digestion, where food is transformed into small substances by chemicals secreted by the digestive glands. You have to know that both mechanical and chemical digestion serves this process and complete each other. Second part are digestive glands. In this table, we will learn about the glands, their digestive juice, the site of secretion, and the function of this juice. First gland is the salivary gland. It digests chemicals called saliva inside the mouth in order to digest starch. Second one is gastric gland. It secretes gastric juice inside the stomach in order to digest protein. Third one is the liver. Liver secretes bile inside the small intestine. This digestive juice digests lipid. Fourth one is the pancreas. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice, also inside the small intestine. This digestive juice can digest most kinds of nutrients, like fats, proteins, carbohydrates. Fifth one is the intestinal gland, which secretes intestinal juice and inside the small intestine. This digestive juice can digest sugar and milky products, protein. Dear students, it's important to know what happens to food inside our body and definitely inside the digestive system. So, let us have a piece of food. Food enters the digestive system through the mouth. Inside the mouth, food is chewed by the teeth. Also, food containing starch is being digested by saliva, which is the digestive juice secreted by salivary gland. After that, when we swallow food, it goes into the pharynx. Inside the pharynx, the epiglottis closes the opening of the larynx to direct food into the esophagus. As you are seeing here, the epiglottis here is opened. Food is still inside the mouth. However, when we swallow food, the epiglottis is closed toward the larynx in order to allow food to pass only into the esophagus. Inside the esophagus, food moves down through peristaltic movement, where the muscles of the esophagus contract and relax, allowing food to reach the stomach. Inside the stomach, food is churned. Also, food containing protein is being digested by gastric juice secreted by gastric gland. Now, food have to go down into the small intestine, where most of the digestive process takes place. Nutrients are absorbed into the blood at the end of the digestion. So, we have to know more about the digestion process inside the small intestine. And for this purpose, we have to explore 3 organs, which are the liver, the gallbladder, and the pancreas. First one we have to talk about is the liver. As we have known before, that the liver secretes the bile inside the small intestine. But bile is not secreted directly into the small intestine. First, it is stored in an organ called the gallbladder, to be pumped after that into the small intestine, and it digests food containing lipids. The second organ is pancreas. Also, we knew that the pancreas secretes pancreatic juice, also in the intestine. This digestive juice continues the digestion of most kinds of nutrients. And as we knew that the small intestine contains intestinal glands, the intestinal glands secretes intestinal juice that digests the sugar and the protein found in milk products. Also, inside the intestine there is intestinal absorption, where nutrients are absorbed through the intestinal wall into the blood. As you are seeing in this picture, nutrients passes from the small intestine into the bloodstream. What helps in this process? There is some structures called villi. Villi are very thin hair-like structures, rich in blood vessels, where nutrients can move very easily into the blood. So the villi of the small intestine facilitate the absorption of nutrients by their big number, their thin wall, and their richness in thin blood vessels. Finally, we have to collect some information about the large intestine. The undigested and unabsorbed food continue their path into the large intestine, where water is absorbed from the undigested food, forming wastes. Wastes are removed outside the body through the anus. This is everything about our lesson. Thank you for listening and keep safe.